Have you ever seen the wonder in the glimmer at first sight? As the eyes begin to open and the blindness meets the light. If you have souls.
This is Bishop James Conley, the Bishop of the Diocese of Lincoln. Dear friends, we live in a time of blessing. Our world has opportunities our ancestors could never have imagined. Human genius and invention has given us the ability to speak to each other over great distances at the push of a button. Technology allows us the ability to communicate and evangelize in a broad way that in my youth we believed to be the concepts of fantasy. But in this blessing, our youth of today are put at great peril. On average, children 8 to 11 spend over 4.5 hours in front of screens every day. Though technology allows for wider communication, its effect has been to isolate our children more than ever before. Knowledge itself has become more technical and less about the human person and our relationship to the world we know. Pope St. John Paul II saw the isolation building. He knew that we must understand ourselves and our Creator in order to make sense of everything else. In his encyclical letter, Fides et Ratio, Faith and Reason, the saint of our generation reminds us, quote, "Driven by the desire to discover the ultimate truth of existence, human beings seek to acquire those universal elements of knowledge which enable them to understand themselves better and to advance their own self-realization. These fundamental elements of knowledge spring from the wonder awakened in them by the contemplation of creation. Human beings are astonished to discover themselves as part of the world, in a relationship with others like them, all sharing a common destiny. Here begins, then, the journey which will lead them to discover ever new frontiers of knowledge. Without wonder, men and women would lapse into deadening routine, and little by little would become incapable of a life which is genuinely personal." End of quote. We are called to be the saints of this moment. We must be the evangelists of our children and the broader culture. We must remind humanity of the need for wonder. How? A very real step is to bring children together in shared experiences of faith and outdoor ministry. Camp Kateri Tekakwitha is the apostolate of the Diocese of Lincoln, wholly committed to rebuilding a sense of wonder and unlocking a relationship of faith for our children. But we need your help. Together, we can make saints. Saints that change our communities and make us holy. Together, with the help of God, we can become saints. Consider being generous to our mission at Camp Kateri. Help us make it possible to reach more souls and to create new opportunities of wonder, to awaken us to the beauty around us and inspire us to spread the gospel to those we encounter. May God bless you.